Let's talk budgets. Obviously, they're incredibly useful, even if you're not in the nonprofit sector, but they can be especially helpful with fundraising for two reasons. Firstly, you need goals. You need to know how much money you need to raise, not just for yourself, but for the people that may be partnering with you. Secondly, and this isn't a must, but I highly recommend it, is just for the sake of transparency. You are asking people for a lot of money, and they are not going to get a financial return on that money, so they would like to know where that money is going. Building a budget can be a little bit tedious because you're just going through and figuring out what all of the different expenses you may have for the month. And if you're fundraising the way I am, where all of your income is specifically coming from fundraising, you can't just do a budget where it's your current expenses. It needs to be expenses that you would need to live comfortably. Let me be clear, fundraising your own income is definitely not a way to get rich. If it was, it would not be a good one. But again, a lot of people actually go the other way with this because there's a lot of insecurities involved with fundraising your own income. You know, the obvious is if you have a smaller budget, then there'd be less to raise. That's got to be a good thing, right? Or maybe you are worried that someone would be more likely to give if they knew they weren't helping pay for your car payment. Living financially stressed out is going to impact the work that you do for your mission or your nonprofit. Or worse, if you're needing a part-time job to make ends meet, you are not giving those financial partners that believe in you your best. And again, this is why I think it's really important to have that transparency with your financial partners, because if you are getting a little bit crazy, they can, rope you back in a little bit. The big goal is what you need in a year or per month to sustain the position that you're trying to get to. The other goal is runway funding. That is what I'm going to be doing right now. I'm currently raising $14,000, and what I'm going to use that $14,000 for is my income for 3 months. In those 3 months, I will quit my current job and I will full-time go out and try to find the rest of my funding. And you can give yourself 2 months, you can give yourself 6 months. 3 months felt good to me, but I'm not going to quit my job until I've raised that first $14,000 because I still need to, live. So that's what we do. We make a budget, we figure out how much we need for a year of funding, and then we go ahead and say we want 3 months of runway, and we figure out what 3 months of that year income is, and we start raising that, and that's the plan. And we'll go ahead and see what that looks like in action real soon.